Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason and this is another Chicago food episode, and I am just outside Jim's Original, which is a Chicago legendary landmark. This building has been here since 2001, but I am not too far from Maxwell Street, where it had a lot to do with like immigration and how a lot of Chicago traditions came about. And this used to be on Maxwell Street, but now it's not too far from there. So I'm going to eat here, show you what they got, and read a couple markers off to you. Here we go. All right, that's what it looks like. Well, yes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and chow down. All right, so there is no indoor dining, but you get to eat outside. So yeah, I'm glad it's not raining. All right, so this is what I ordered. I ordered 2 Polish sausages with onions and peppers and cheese fries. All right, chow down. Oh man, this is so good. Definitely big on flavor. Oh yeah, very nice. Like all the onions. Then I'm gonna dig into the fries here. Very nice. There's a sign up here. The Maxwell Street Market was established on Chicago's near west side in 1912. As the city's official open-air market, Maxwell Street teamed with shops, push carts, and street stands where vendors and merchants pitched their wares and shoppers in search for bargains. Maxwell Street served as a port of entry for virtually every immigrant group coming to Chicago, primarily Jews from Eastern Europe, African Americans from the Deep South, and Mexican immigrants. For nearly a century, thousands of Sunday shoppers milled into the carnival atmosphere of merchandise, food stands, and street entertainment. Highway construction and urban renewal reduced the market size in the 1960s, and the expansion of the University of Illinois at Chicago forced the market's relocation to nearby Canal Street in 1994. And unfortunately, this is not an indoor restaurant. We got to eat outside. That may sit well with some people, but kind of depends on how long you've been on your feet all day. This place has been around for 85 years this year, 1939 to be exact. Got a little timeline going on. Yep, people came to flock here, and they still do today. And then in 2009, they celebrated their 70th anniversary with 70-cent Polish sausage sandwiches, just like they did this year with 85-cent Polish sausages. I don't know why people think they're cool with loud engines. I'm not going to read off all that. That's just an article from Time Out Chicago. But it's got a lot of numerous accolades. It's been featured on a lot of local programming as well as Food Network. Yep, Sandwich King. And then who was Jim? Well, James Stefanovic lived from 1901 to 1976, founder of Jim's Original. In 1939, Jimmy came to Chicago and began working at his aunt's hot dog stand on the northwest corner of Maxwell and Halstead Streets. Jimmy worked hard, bought the stand from his aunt, and then made it literally world famous. He created the first Maxwell Street Polish sausage sandwich and the first Maxwell Street pork chop sandwich. Jim's was so well known and has so consistently served Chicagoans that his stand became the cornerstone of the old Maxwell Street Market until its relocation in 1994. People still identify the old Maxwell Street Market with the sweet smell of grilled onions that emanated from Jim's stand. Every day we strive to continue Jimmy's world famous tradition of making some of the finest Chicago sandwiches from top quality ingredients and serving them with fast, friendly service as Jim first did in 1939, and continued throughout this time with us. Here's a little sample of the menu, and up here they call soda pop. So yes, pop. Coke, Pepsi, yeah, that's called pop up here. Now this used to be open 24/7, but I believe after the pandemic that all changed. But here are the hours as of September 2024. And yes, they accept no invitations. And on the side of the building they got some of the same signs, but I definitely think it's cool to look at because this is definitely one of your classic traditional older buildings, even though they haven't been here in this location that long. But definitely come check this place out. and when you're in Chicago. It is a little tricky to find, but they do have some street parking. Sometimes it may be limited, but for the right reasons, as we all know. Thanks so much for tuning into this Chicago food episode of Historically Marked. Definitely lots of history here at this location, and as well as Jim's Original. I know the name kind of sounds weird, but the food was awesome. And those peppers, by the way, were very, very spicy. Make sure you got plenty to drink to wash it down. If you've been here, let me know how it is. You like it, you love it, dislike it, overrated, I don't know. But I definitely am glad I included it as part of my Chicago food tour. So I'm Jason, Chicago, Illinois, sign off.